What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am out here because I am actually going to dig up my 2 potato beds. I have planted store-bought potatoes that I just got from Earth Fare organic, like red potatoes, yellow potatoes, and it was 3 kinds. I don't remember the other one. I know there was, I don't know if the other one was russet, but and then I also planted some seed potatoes that I had grown from potatoes last year, and I just saved underneath my counter, and they were really long. I did a whole video on that. They've been planted back here in these 2 beds, and I had an assumption that grubs were eating the roots because I thought they were dying too fast, but they have almost completely died. Now I will turn around and show you before we start digging them, but I do want to dig them up and show you what harvest that we do get regardless of the size. So I'll turn you guys around now. So this is the potato bed that I planted from the seed potatoes that I got, or that I harvested last year from store-bought potatoes, but then I planted them in containers. And then over here in this other bed, it's a little more greener, but that was when I did my tour video. If you watched that, I pulled out a dead plant and there was a potato there. There are some dead plants right there at the end, but I'm just going to harvest both beds. So that one's the store-bought organic potatoes. This is the ones I planted in pots, but I'm going to go ahead and get both of them dug up. Okay, so I have my shovel here, and I'm going to use my shovel to dig up these plants, and I'll bring you in closer to show you what they look like this one right here. You can't see that one, but like this one, you can see that is completely dead. We have some completely dead ones here and here, and I am going to do this live and not on a time lapse, because when I harvested my onions, I did it on a time lapse and a lot of people didn't appreciate that. So yeah, I'm going to shovel right here first. So let me bring you in. There's actually a potato right here, and I think I stabbed. So this is up close. So when I flipped the soil, there was one potato here, and there was another potato here. And that's off of that plant right there. Oh, I dropped one in there. Yeah. Oh, that's a big one. So far that is how many grubs that we've gotten out of this bed. My daughter just said there's more grubs in here than potatoes. Oh, there's one right there. These things are super creepy. They're like, ugh, aliens. I just think maybe this one might be the biggest one. So out of half the bed, there are so many grubs in here. Probably, probably 50. I don't know. Maybe I should have my kids count after. How many grubs do you think that's in? Disgusting. So we still have this half of the bed to to dig. And this is the potatoes we got so far. That's weird shapes. Oh, that actually split open. In one section, there's like 4 grubs, and there's one down there. Okay, so I think we're pretty much finished digging all the potatoes out of this bed, but I'm pretty sure we gotten more grubs than we've got potatoes. Let me show you. This whole bucket is full of grubs. It's probably at 100 right now, and this is how many potatoes we got. Lots of little ones, so I'm definitely sure that grubs were eating this. Still satisfied with the harvest because it's still food, still potatoes. And it's potatoes that I just had sitting underneath my kitchen sink all this time, from like little scraggly, wrinkly ones, and just planted them in the ground, and so they produced potatoes. And it is good to know that if the grubs wouldn't have ate these roots, that they would have grown bigger and I would have had a much larger harvest. But I'm still happy. We'll have mashed potatoes tomorrow because I have a pot roast defrosting. I'm actually going to take off the pine first because on the other bed I didn't. I just moved it from side to side, and they kind of got in the way. So I'm going to take off the pine now at the beginning.
Mommy, can I take out this one?
Ooh.
I see a potato.
Bring it down nice so we can see it.
Mommy, I see another one. I can pull out this one. Can help.
Nope, pull it out now. You can do it. You're a big girl. You can do it. You got muscles. Good job. You did it.
It's a bit meat.
How many potatoes is on there? Can you count? Take them all off and let's count. Let's take them all off and count.
Take them all off.
And then count.
I'm trying to like the hands.
I'm gonna lay them here and then you're gonna count, okay? Okay, how many is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good job.
Ooh, got some potatoes. Ooh, some more potatoes. Some weird shaped potatoes. I need that potato.
Take off the good ones and then you put the yucky one to the side. What did you say now?
Good. This one out, Mommy?
Yes, just take
This little one.
Yeah, you can pull it. Because you got strong muscles.
It's a bit meat.
It's big. I see all the potatoes. Okay, go to another spot.
I'm just saying you.
Ooh, no, I just stabbed that potato. What'd you say, Naya?
There's worms eat grub bugs.
No.
Look, this.
So this is 2 beds worth of grubs in here. That's the potatoes we got out of this bed. I'll have my girls count. Do you guys think we have more potatoes in this bed or more potatoes over there? Which one do you think? Yeah, both think over here? Well, let's count and figure it out. So these are all the potatoes from the ones that were scraggly that we planted or had from seed potatoes from last year. And my daughter did count this. If you guys have a guess, let me know. Okay, so that is all the potatoes from both beds. The first bed was 148 and the second bed had 98 potatoes. But obviously, as you see, most of them are small. But it's definitely not a year's worth or anything like that. Good thing we still have about 3 or 4 more potato beds up front. Hands are dirty. So we still have about 3 or 4 more potato beds that are still looking good and lush. Doesn't look like the grubs have gotten to them. I wasn't gonna make this like a grub video. I was just planning on harvesting potatoes, but I had actually thought that the nematodes and the Milky Spores we had put out was actually working, because my green beans, the ones that I thought were dying, actually came back to life. They're all the new growth is green, and although my potatoes still began to die, I just assumed that the grubs had just gone too far. But my green beans have come back to life, and like I said, I had tried to do fish meal, fish fertilizer, blood meal, all of the things, watering, and they just were dying. And so I definitely thought it was because of the grubs. I'm glad that we were able to dig these 2 beds and see how much grubs was in there and get to show you guys. We're actually going to feed the seed potatoes that we have left and the grubs to our chickens. So this is the container of grubs, and it's so full of them. It's disgusting. So most of our chickens have went to bed because it is bedtime, but we're gonna just check for eggs and leave the grubs and the potatoes out here for them. So they've all ran out to get the grubs. Well guys, it is much darker out here than the camera's showing, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with us as we picked potatoes. My daughters are actually transferring all the potatoes to a 5-gallon bucket so we can bring it inside the house for storage. I was going to leave it inside that wheelbarrow, but I'm not sure if it's going to rain tonight. It was actually 111 degrees and it felt like 111, so it was super hot today, so I didn't get outside until 7 o'clock. So the sun is definitely has set. It's probably definitely almost 9 o'clock, so we're gonna go in and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.